Well, sometimes where we think we're going to get the most support, we actually get the least. It's very fascinating, really. Hey there, welcome back to my Epique Journey. This is Brandon DeVere. Thank you, as always, for tuning in and sharing your time with me. I do appreciate that. Today, I want to talk a couple different things. One is if you hear any noise coming from around, I have my family just on the other side of the wall. My son is playing my daughter in Madden while my wife Eva watches while they play this game. It's kind of funny because we did go to the Super Bowl event yesterday that I alluded to, and my son is pretty hilarious because he's so irritated that my daughter is into football now because she's a Swiftie and she's like, "Oh, when we go see Travis Kelce?" It's pretty funny. I enjoy it. It's fun for the whole family and all the nonsense that goes along with it. But one thing that I want to talk about today is the challenges that we face that we don't expect, where they're coming from, and something that I heard today, and I've heard it a couple times this week actually. It's a little disappointing, but I mean, I understand why it happens. But first, I wanted to share kind of a little bit of an update or a use of one of our benefits in action. And this happens to be the healthcare one. So I'm just going to read this. I'm going to have to look over here for a second, but I'm going to read this directly. So this is from Josh Miller. Josh is our CEO and one of the co-founders. And here he is. So he posted earlier this morning, and I saw this and I was like, this is pretty awesome. But it just said, here's the whole post. Kidney infection. Got 2 prescriptions written from urgent care tonight. Both were $0 using our free prescriptions benefit. Pharmacist was shocked. He said he didn't think the codes would work. I told him it was a free perk from my job. The look on his face while he said, "Wow, that's a great benefit," was everything. Medicine and personal health issues affect us all, and I'm so proud that we are prioritizing well-being for everyone. So I thought that was pretty cool. Some of the stuff when you hear about what are we able to use, like what are some of these benefits, what does healthcare do, all that stuff. I'm not a health insurance guy, I'm not a medical guy. I don't know much about all that stuff. I do know that I had a sinus infection. I set up my appointment and got my prescriptions and everything sent to the local pharmacy. That, full disclosure, that one did actually charge me, but it was half of what it would have cost. I didn't have a copay, didn't have an urgent care visit, just a telehealth call, and it was $14 for my medications for a sinus infection. So that's been my experience so far. I've seen a bunch of other awesome experiences as well. I just can't, it's very difficult to explain what it is, and other than just actually experience it. So I just want to share that quick thing with you there to kind of start off. But what I wanted to talk about was twice this week I have heard people that have said, one was a post on Facebook by one of our agents, and another, and I've heard this a lot. I've never experienced it, so I haven't really had to deal with it. But the challenges that you'll get, like while you're trying to make moves and get to different spots, you'll see people that are not 100% supportive of you. When I was at EXP, I had an agent come to me, and he told me, he said, "Hey man, I just got offered this at this brokerage. Like, I don't know what to do. What should I do?" He wanted to make the move. At the time, we were both relatively new to EXP. I had been there before him. I had sponsored him, and I told him, I was like, I can't offer you this, and our brokerage can't offer you this. So if this is really what you're going to get over here, then you should go. You should definitely take it. I never burnt any bridges, never did anything, got upset with him. I was rooting for him from day one. Well, the challenge is that isn't always the case. I mean, I would hope so, as long as if you're friends. And I've heard multiple times where people are, and it's not just people leaving from EXP to somewhere else, but I've heard multiple people talk about how they had friends distance themselves from them, and they weren't even going to be friends anymore because they didn't work at the same brokerage. Like, I never got that. Don't understand it. I mean, I'm still talking to I got a bunch of agents in Canada. I got some friends in Utah that were agents while I was with EXP. And, I talked to pretty much everyone that I was talking to before from all my previous brokerages. Uh, I, I don't, I don't get it. I've never seen it. I mean, I understand because like if you do have a downline and somebody leaves your downline, yeah, that affects your bottom dollar, right? But I never understood why, we can't be rooting for each other, and it's going to happen to me, and I'm going to feel the sting. I mean, we've already talked about the scenario where I thought I was going to be opening up a new state with a new broker, and they decided to choose someone else. And again, you heard how pissed I was from that and how upset I was. And so it probably will happen where somebody will end up leaving, and I hope that I can continue to be happy for them and be excited for their growth. It's unfortunate that it does happen and that people like do get frustrated with it. It's just weird to me. I mean, even, but in the downline situation, I understand that. I never understood when people would get irritated with somebody that left a brokerage to go for something else. From the downline aspect, it's interesting because when you're selling the brokerage that you're trying to get them to, it's all about, hey, I think this would be best for you, best for you, best for you. And then all of a sudden they find something else that they think might be best for them. And then you're upset about it. So what was it? And that is one of the reasons I think that recruiting and agent attraction and rev share pyramid, I think that's the reason that one of the reasons that it gets such a bad name is that because people are claiming that it's in their best interest for, the agent that they're recruiting, they're trying to do that for their best interest. But when it's time for them to leave and they decide to go somewhere else, agents are end up getting upset about it. And I think that's where, one of the spots people see that and don't enjoy that and give it like a dirty, kind of give it a bad name for that, which can be very lucrative. You can collaborate in amazing ways, and you can actually really like accomplish some amazing things together. But unfortunately, sometimes that's how it works. I've never left a job. I used to work in hospitality. I never left a restaurant or a hotel and went to another hotel or restaurant and had all my coworkers like bashing me because I went from the Hyatt to the Marriott, right? Or anything like that. So it is interesting to me. I can understand why though. And, I guess for me, time will tell. And hopefully I can recall this. And if anybody ever sees this video and sees me acting differently, I guess they can tell me to come back. Hey, remember episode 16 when you said you're going to be happy for this person and now you're upset? I hope I'm better than that, but I don't know. Like, I guess it's again, part of the journey, right? We'll figure it out, when we get there and see what happens. I'm hoping that that's the case, for me, in the future, that I can root everybody on equally and hope that they do great things. I mean, I'm rooting for all my EXP friends. I hope they all have like massive success because I don't think that we're necessarily competing with each other. I mean, I'm competing. I had somebody tell me today as well. They loved it, how transparent I was in these videos that I'm sharing. And they just said, keep doing it. We love the transparency and all that. And part of that reason is that what I've learned over the last, several years of learning of writing and content creation and storytelling and things like that is that when you can't necessarily just like create for everybody, right? So there's going to be a bunch of people that watch me and don't like me for whatever reason. That's cool. But those I don't need everybody, right? And nobody does. Not every agent needs every single buyer or seller out there. You couldn't handle them anyways. You don't need to have those. Find your people that are going to want to like go with you, go to bat with you, go and start, treading new water and going to places that haven't been gone before and people that are going to doubt you the entire way. Get with the people that are going to believe in you. And those are the people that you're going to find. They're going to stand by you and are going to continue to root for you, regardless of which way you go. And again, all my friends in Utah, my friends in Canada and throughout the country, I'm rooting for all of them. I hope they all just crush it. And, maybe we'll crush it again someday. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to come over to Epique with me and join me. I would love it if they did, but maybe we find some other project that we work on down the road or in some other unrelated matter in unrelated industry. So just want to share that with you. When you are recruiting or attracting agents, be prepared when they tell you that somebody is not supporting them and very angry with them for whatever reason, because it will eventually happen. And number two, if you're that agent that is looking to get ready to move and you think and you're super excited and you're going to tell somebody that, and they don't respond as you thought they would. You thought they would be like super responsive and be like, oh man, this is so awesome. Yeah, let's go. I want to join you too, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's not necessarily going to happen either. So when those times come, just be ready for them, right? And be ready for how you can respond to that and do what's best for you. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I have for you today. Just wanted to go kind of quick today because I have they're over there playing video games, so I want to jump in and play a little bit with the family here. So I will see you on the next one. Have a great one.